So I just want to come in here and set the record straight before anybody else tries to. Me and my team this morning arrived at Heathrow Airport, ready for the press conference, ready to fly out. And as soon as we entered the airport, I got pulled to one side and I was told by the Homeland Security officer that was there that my ESTA had been denied and I wasn't able to travel to the USA for a reason that I apparently know. I can stand here and say I've done absolutely nothing wrong and I have no clue why I'm not allowed to travel to the USA. Like I said, I've been training for a fight this whole time. And that's all I've been doing. I have no clue why they would not allow me to travel today, and neither does any of my team or my lawyers. So now I'm having to go to the embassies and all this sort of stuff, trying to resolve it. And I'm in the middle of training, guys. I don't know why this has happened today. It's a massive shock to me and my whole team. So obviously, it is a matter that needs to be resolved. It's government issues. It's a lot bigger than the fight right now, and I'm just trying to get it sorted. But I just wanted to let you all know where it was at.
What's good, family? Shout out to your man YB, #1 sugar mama in the game right now, Lizzie Corinne, for keeping the coin boosted at all times, 100%. So we got some unfortunate news right now regarding your man's Tommy Fury. And listen, you man know that Tyson Fury's been caught up with some El Narco Traficante Dons, El Trapahan, the Kinahan cartel, etc, etc. There's been a lot of rumours swirling around, not a whole bunch of facts, although John Fury, Chatty Patty John Fury, did let it slip that his son Tyson was caught up. 2-2s today, as you heard at the start of the video. Tommy Fury came through and, in my opinion, jumped on the bandwagon that he was also banned. Now, before we go into my opinion on that, I do want to say that if it is true, I'm not sure at the moment, there's some speculation that Timmy might be lying. For example, I've got another video coming soon leaking all the information, but you best believe, a month ago, Tommy Fury was in Miami, posted up in Miami, partying, celebrating his birthday. Oops. Yeah, and the ban came in April. Nothing to do with May, mid-May or whatever, whenever it was, 4 or 5 weeks ago. Yeah? Again, oops. Yeah? How can you be banned and you was there last month? Which was after the ban the US federal Donnies came through in April. You was in Miami turning up for your birthday in May. Again, oops. So I'm not even sure if it is true, but let's assume it is true. Number one, for me, the US federal cats are going too far with this. Now, we did know the list is 600 man deep. So on that basis, that does give some more credence to Timmy telling the truth. 600 man is a lot of man. It's quite unlikely that 600 man will all be directly involved. When you have such an expansive list, there's going to be family members caught up in it. Is Timmy one of them? I don't know, yeah? Like I said, there's some weird things going on with Tommy Fury. Yeah, don't forget, he tried to pull out last week as well. Oh, what was it? Oh, my dad can't come to the US. Yeah, first he couldn't do the fight because his dad couldn't come to the US and his brother couldn't come. Then Jake Paul exposed him and conveniently all of a sudden he signed up. And then finally he found, oh, I can't come. I find it odd, personally speaking. Did you not test that out? Yeah? You're saying your brother and your dad can't come. Did you not think, wait a minute, let me see if I can go? Timmy alleges he ain't tried it out. I'm not so sure what to believe, but like I said, let's assume that Timmy's right. It's nothing to do with his ass flapping, and let's assume the US feds really do have a proper hard-on for anything to do with the Kinahans and obviously Team Fury. Now, like I said a second ago, for me, the feds are going too hard in the paint right now. Yeah, the feds need to relax themselves and back right off. Because I'm all for going for criminals, but it's like you're getting in the way of the YB's business right now, yeah? Because realistically, is Timmy gonna be involved? Listen, if Timmy's involved in crime, go for it. But come on now, Timmy hasn't even fought no one. How's he gonna be involved at any level in any criminal shtick? He ain't. And like I said, you're getting in the way of things now. Tyson Fury ain't got no big fights in the US, so if you want to do what you want to do with him, and you got evidence, so be it. But Timmy, in my opinion, has very low likelihood he's actually involved in anything. And what I find, weird is, and that's why it makes me laugh when people talk about democracy, because we don't live in democracy. We live in a Uncle Sam will pop you in the butt at any time-cracy. That's what we live in. Because Tyson Fury and Timmy Fury have not yet been charged with anything. In fact, I'm not even sure Kinahan's been charged. All they've done is put out a thing begging for information, which implies they haven't got none. So people who haven't been charged are being banned. What's democratic about that? Oops, yeah? What's land of the home and the free and whatever? Oh, we're the land of the free and the brave. You're the land of the getting popped in the butt by Uncle Sam. That's what the land, I'm just telling you what you is. Yeah? Oh, we're going to go to this country because they live in a, what do they call it? Oh, we can't, we're the land of the free and we must spread democracy to all these different places. Like I said, at what level or which part of this whole situation is there any due process? Due process means that things are meant to play out in the legal system first before you start essentially banning. Well, how can you ban someone and they haven't even been found guilty yet? Yeah? What happened to being essentially, when a man's innocent, you have to treat him as such. Yeah? I.e., can't ban the guy. So there's been no due process. They haven't even brought, fair enough, yeah? If it was like, Timmy Fury, we're charging you with A, B, C, D, and until you face these charges in the court, we're not going to allow you into the country. I get that. Yeah, the US government have made allegations, they're prepared to test them in court, and in the meantime, you ain't coming over. I'd back that. Yeah, you can't argue with that really, but no charges, no evidence, no nothing, and you're banning people, and that's getting in the way of exciting fights. That's a no-no for me. And I'm hoping Timmy is just talking rubbish and trying to find another way out of the fight, to be honest. Because for me, this is a huge overreach. But again, it shows you the times we live in. We don't live in times when, really, what recourse do you have? Because Timmy Fury potentially and Jake Paul and Showtime are about to lose millions of dollars. Yeah, where's the recourse? Who's going to pay for that then? There should be some recourse. You can't just ban people who have got business going on. Well, you can. Like I said, we live in a, what do they call it? What's that place they always talk about other countries being dictatorships? That's it. Well, what would you call this then? Yeah? You can't come over and we got no evidence on you, just ain't coming. That's what I call, how is that not a dictatorship? Again, Kinahan, if you don't want to let Kinahan in, even though he hasn't really been charged or found guilty in a court either, but I get that. Yeah, he's got the ties and there's been murders linked to him, fine, ban him. But Tommy Fury, come on now, it's just too much for me now, too much. Even Tyson Fury, I can see that, listen, end of the day, people, Tyson Fury took it upon himself to be managed by Kinahan. That's a one-for-one direct link. So I get how he can possibly, I understand the implication there. But Tommy, never been managed by Kinahan. Hasn't even really been in any, he hasn't been in any big fights. So what are you banning him for? Yeah, and now as a result, we ain't going to get this fight. Now, potentially, there are some murmurings. Well, Team Jake Paul are actually saying that Timmy's capping and there's nothing wrong with him coming to the US. As I explained, he was there a month ago. So again, we're going based on the assumption that he is actually banned, which is up in the air now. And if I was to bet, I don't think he is banned. But anyway, like I said, let's continue on the assumption he is banned. There's some murmurings, potentially the fight might now move to the UK. Which actually, Eddie Hearn said the other day, the fight's bigger in the UK. I don't know about that. Obviously, Jake Paul's got all of his base in the US. Timmy, I'm not sure, the YouTube boxing scene. I guess you got KSI and them, man, in the UK. So it's not bad. But the US market in the main, the pay-per-view market is huge over there. How many people in the UK do you think are going to pay £25 for that? Exactly. In the US, people will pay $50-$60 to watch that. So if it does come to the UK, which is unlikely, it would have to be at 4 in the morning still, in my opinion. There's no way they're going to miss the main US market. And all in all, it's quite unlikely they're going to come to the UK. Yeah? Now, Tommy Fury said that he's got his team talking to people, but listen, if he is actually on the ban, he ain't going nowhere. There's no way, I don't believe, they're going to reverse anything. That would be a huge shame, and I hope Showtime, because Showtime are the big wigs, they might be able to pull some strings. Yeah? Them big corporate, you know what I mean, them big corporate cabal wigs, they might be able to do something, or, you know what I mean, talk to some of their cabal friends, and get some, because especially, fair enough, will Showtime be able to get Kinahan into the US? Absolutely not, but someone on the periphery, like Timmy, I mean, if I was Showtime, I'd get my big executive level lawyers to ring up the State Department and say, listen man, what have you got on Timmy? Yeah, the guy's never been involved in nothing, give us a pass. And that might happen. And if I was Team Jake Paul, that's what I'll be doing right now, get them big dog lawyers to put some calls in, assuming he is banned. But like I said, Team Jake Paul say Timmy's lying and he ain't banned. So let's see how this story develops. Timmy Fury alleges him and Shane McGuigan went to the airport. I do find it suspect though. Why? Well, bear in mind people, Timmy pulled out because of his rib back in December. He then last week had a quite embarrassing development when Jake Paul exposed him for trying to pull out again. Oh, my dad can't come and whatever else. And now, potentially it's a third pull-out reason and there's no evidence. Like I said, if it was me, yeah, if I'd have pulled out of the December fight, if I had a nightmare last week, I'd be thinking, you know what, let me take a video of the marshals telling me no. Well, let me get some video at least at the airport. Guess what? Timmy Fury has provided no evidence of anything. I do find that odd. Bear in mind, people, imagine the inconvenience. You just got to an airport, your whole team's got together, Shane McGuigan's travelled from London or whatever, and you're all travelling from different parts of the country. You get there, and some customs don tells you no. Are you telling me you don't pull your phone out and say, listen man, tell me that again? What do you mean I can't come in? Whatever. I'd be getting it all filmed. Especially in this day and age, you're allowed to film. In fact, quite a few people do. They film their encounters with law enforcement. So Timmy Fury, big social media don, and also you got to remember, a lot of these social media cats, they have vlogs and stuff. Relevance, well, a lot of these social media cats, they have full-time camera dons who take videos of their airport journey and all that. So you're telling me, Timmy Fury, big social media cat, and no one got no video of it? Sorry, so, it makes me suspicious. I don't even think he went to the airport, to be quite honest with you. I think he's using this. My base case would be, based on all the different things I've seen recently, my base case would be, Timmy has thought, boom, yep, that's a great narrative to get out of this fight. Tell Jake Paul I can't come. Because they know, Timmy knows his dad can't come, or F his dad, but as in, we know John Fury ain't going nowhere, but in the media recently, Timmy will have picked up on, oh yeah, it's a hot story that Tyson Fury can't come to the US. Oh yeah, that's a nice, I can build that into myself, can't I? Yeah? And that's what is, from what we've seen, that's what he's done. Like I said, where the video, or at least a picture, oh boom, here's the picture of me at the customs thing and the man telling me no, I was there. Give us a picture, are you at the airport? And in fact, there's pictures of Timmy Fury at the airport with his girlfriend Molly from a few months ago. Point, well, where, you telling me the media didn't, or no one saw Timmy Fury at the airport? Was he flying private? I don't give a F what he was flying. Someone would have seen something, no? I don't know, man. It's a shame. This whole thing's, either way, it's weird. Yeah, if the government have banned Timmy, that's weird. If Timmy's trying to find a way out, that's weird. And it's just, every time we get a fight, yeah, that makes sense. Back in December, the fight made sense and Timmy hurt his rib. Whenever we get fights, yeah, that make sense, there's always something that falls through. This fight, I don't care what no one says, yeah. People, oh, real boxing. I don't give a F about real boxing. This is real boxing. Timmy versus Jake Paul is as good as real boxing as you're ever going to get, in my opinion. Banging fight. 50-50. As 50-50 as it gets. Yeah? Great storyline. And in this what happens. Boxing is dead, man, to be honest with you. It's dead. It's always happened. And what I never understand is, yeah, there's never any problems when these guys fight bums. Fights go through smooth, without you don't hear a hitch, do you? Fights on, boom. Timmy versus Daddy Longneck wannabe ass. On like Donkey Kong, no problem. Whenever there's a decent fight, months of negotiations, they're falling through, things are wrong. I think it's not even the sport of boxing that's bad, it's the people in it. Too many scary ass dudes, too many fronters, too many woofers, not enough people with real minerals, bottom line. But anyway, I hope that one way or another this gets resolved. I've got a whole bunch of coin on the JP. I think JP will smoke Timmy's pack, and this just gives more weight to that. Because if it is Timmy trying to find a way out, it's peak for Timmy. It shows that his ass is all the way gone. Yeah? Simple as that, no doubt.